I got asked to cover function overloading, and it's a pretty fun topic, so let's do it. Unfortunately, it's not a feature of GML, though we do have another technique that can get similar results. So look at the bulkiness of this function. We've set it up this way so we can take in both a position or a name right here. We use type checking to call different code for each. But if function overloading existed, we could instead do this. Have the exact same function, only difference is the type that's here. And depending on whether you give me a string or an integer, I will run different code based on that. Much more broken down, which makes it easier to read. Unfortunately, in GML, this would cause a compile error. So alternatively, you could do something like this by having extra little tags. Obviously not as clean, but that's where function overloading comes in handy. When the code is going to be vastly different, but the goal is the same. There is another technique though, known as default arguments. They can't do anything as complex as this, but they can let us differentiate, in this case, between which list we want to check. Every single list object we use has a secret deactivated list to save items temporarily. And so rather than having two functions, list find item and then list find item disabled, copying a bunch of code, just have a quick little default. In general, if called without it, it'll just check the normal list because that's what we want 99% of the time. But if you want to check the disabled list, just tell me. So this technique is best when the actual function code is largely the same, but every now and then you want to do a few extra steps.